Hi again.
Hi.
Last time I got to talk to you, you were dancing up a storm. You were doing your
while
thing.
ago.
It's been a while. We'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
Let's start with this. This is exciting.
Yes.
It's been a busy morning for you already.
Yes.
How did this come your way? How did the opportunity present itself to you?
My manager.
Yeah.
My manager just came to me and said they're offering you this.
Where were you when you found out?
Africa.
You were in Africa, so talk
Yes.
to me a little bit about that. Now, so you've kind of relocated here to America for this.
Yes. I'm living in Africa right now, so I came back in just for this. And yeah, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if I should do it, but it's always been my favorite show. So there was
Okay.
always that part of me that's like, you want to do it.
All right, so
you do.
You've been a fan.
Yes.
All right.
Every season.
Very, very good. So you're in Africa. Is that where they're playing like a lot of poker these days? Like what's going? You know what I mean? Is that where your tournaments are? What's going on?
No. I'm doing my charity out there. Animal
very
Avengers
good.
is my
Okay.
organization.
Good for you. Sorry if I
So
didn't
doing
know
all
that.
charity stuff, working with the animals and wildlife and conservation.
Okay. Thank you. Sorry if I wasn't aware of that. Good for you. That's great work. that
Thank
you're
you.
doing.
No,
You're
it's
doing-
awesome. It's fun.
Very good. So you're coming on to this. I know you're no stranger to reality television. What is your biggest fear, your biggest concern about having these cameras on you nonstop, 24/7 a day?
Well, I mean, I think the fear with the cameras is just that you forget that you're always on camera and maybe
Yeah.
you do something like that should be done in private,
Like a lot of
anything,
things.
yeah.
Like basically like most of our lives.
Yeah.
That's no longer
I
private.
mean, you have to go into the bathroom to change clothes or blow your nose or do anything awkward. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, and then you're going to be seen without makeup all the time and you're not going to be looking your best and you just kind of have to accept it. It is what it
roll
is.
with that's very good. You do
Yeah.
have, you definitely at some point, I mean, this is a little bit of a truncated version of the show that we've seen, but
Yeah.
at some point you do just have to kind of give into it, right?
Yeah.
So what's like the bottom line things that you won't do like blow your nose? I blow my nose on camera.
You know what? I don't like that in public at all.
Okay.
Like people do it all the time. Like
But for you, it's like, that's like a deal breaker.
I guess it's a pet peeve for me. I don't like unless it's just so bad. It's like where people are like, please just blow your nose and stop sniffing.
Sniffling, right.
Yeah.
Well, there's one or the other. Okay, so you're going to have to be confined in a house with these other celebrities for obviously weeks. No phone, no contact to outside world.
Yeah, I'm already feeling that.
Are you already feeling that? Like,
anxious?
is
yes,
it? Because
yes.
it's like, it sounds so simple and it's like it's such an easy thing on paper, but it's not easy.
Well, you know what? You're so used to reaching for your phone
Yeah.
and checking your messages, and if you forget to do something, you do it. And right now, there's things that I keep remembering. I'm like, I didn't do that, and now I can't do it. And what do I do? Like, I needed to send this email, or I needed to connect this person, or I needed to fix this. That's really hard.
Now you got to wait a while before you do it.
It's really hard, like right now too, because we're in sequester in this hotel, and there's no sound. You're just sitting in silence all the time.
What do you do with yourself? What do you do with your mind in that? Like, I mean, are you?
Well, I mean, I've been sleeping a lot because I didn't sleep the night before trying to get everything done that I needed to do.
Sure.
Literally didn't go to sleep.
Okay.
So the minute they left me alone yesterday, I just fell asleep, and they kept calling and needing me to do stuff, so then I would do it, and then I'd go back to sleep. And I kept saying, I gotta get up because I won't sleep tonight. And then they said we had to be up and ready so early. And I'm like, oh, good, I'm going back to sleep then.
Oh, there you
It
go.
was
See?
perfect.
Now, I'm trying to think back on Dancing with the Stars. How competitive are you? I mean, this is, it's a competition here.
Yeah, I'm super competitive, but I'm also very aware it's not good to win everything in this. You don't want to appear that strong.
See, here's the thing. Being a fan, you know some strategies. You know
Yes.
what to try and do, what not to do.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about that. Why is it not good to win everything?
If you're too strong, you're going to be a target. They're going to
Exactly
go
right.
for you first. So it doesn't mean I don't necessarily want to win the first HOH. I'm going to evaluate it, see who's in there, and see how I feel and who's left, if I want to drop or whatever it may be. But I think every situation's different, and you don't want to be a target. And there's multiple ways to try to fade into the background a little bit. Lay low, not seem like, the big strong guys, there's a reason they always go first. There's a reason in this game they get targeted first because they just look intimidating. And if you look at the winners traditionally, it's not the big strong guy that wins. It's somebody who's got good social game. It's somebody who's good with their mind and they have good memory and they're decent at competitions. It's good to have a mixture.
You are so locked in. By the way, you are so well versed. I mean, I'm impressed. I mean, you know that you know the show. You know what your strategy is. You got to stick to it.
Yes.
Don't get off. That's very impressive. Okay. How? I mean, are you ready to be on camera nonstop? You seem like you're okay with it. You've got your strategy. You know what you want to do, what you won't do.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I don't know if you ever feel ready. Like, are you ever ready? But I'm so excited to go in and to play this game, and I have been prepping for it for a while, and I kind of can't wait until Wednesday to get in there and get going.
Yeah,
so in that sense, yeah, I'm ready.
You look jacked. You look psyched. Now, shifting gears a little bit here, romantically, there's been, obviously showmances. There's
right.
been. Are you in a position where that could be a possibility for you?
Honestly, don't think anybody's gonna have a showmance this season.
You don't?
No, I don't. Look, I'm in a relationship.
Okay.
I'm very happy.
Okay, all right.
It's not part of my gameplay.
Got it.
And showmance makes you a target as well, so I don't think it's good gameplay anyway. But, you've got a group of celebs that are somewhat older, I think, and wiser, and probably are in relationships. And we're only in there like a month, so it's just not good gameplay.
How do you know the celebs are somewhat older? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you know that? You're not supposed to...
Yeah, I've got my ideas.
You've got your ideas?
I've seen things that have gone out there here and there, hints, and I've seen all the lists of people guessing, and... I've got a pretty good idea. I think at least half of who I think I know is right.
You are so strategic and so locked in and tuned into how you want to. That's fun. It's fun to see somebody that's such a big fan of the show being able to kind of dive into the middle of it. Obviously, that was a big part of the reason that you wanted to do it. I'm assuming. Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
All right. How are you with food? Because as you know, it can be a little tricky on this show.
Well. I'm vegan and I'm gluten-free.
Oh, boy.
So that does make it challenging.
Yeah.
Now, I have some ideas with the slop, though. I do have some really good plans for that, and part of me wants that experience anyway. You're not in Big Brother if you haven't been on slop once, so I'm hoping. I'm kind of hoping for that, because that's just part of the challenge. And I think part of this game is seeing how far you can push yourself. What can you achieve? And when you're on the spot and you're in so much pain, what will your body do? What will your mind do? What's your decision? When you're going for lots of money or prestige, or just you want to win, whatever it is that drives you, what can you achieve?
And you've been, like I say, you're no stranger to that, talking about pushing yourself. Dancing with the Stars, lots of challenges. People say it's one of the hardest things they've ever done. What do you think is going to be tougher? This experience or your experience there?
I think this is going to be way tougher.
Not even close.
Not even close. This will be way tougher. It's you're constantly on. You're constantly emotionally going to be drained thinking about the game all the time. You can't let your guard down even for a second. So whether it's physical drainage, whether it's mental, emotional, you're going to go through everything here.
Yeah.
So.
Well, speaking of not letting your guard down, you're no stranger to having a poker face. do you think that experience, is that going to help you out a little bit?
I think that my poker experience will help me in reading people. I think reading them in the situation, and I think my acting is my poker face as well. Because
you've got that's right.
I'm going to go in there and I'm going to play a character. People think it's us and it's the real us, but I'm playing a character. You might see the real me in the diary room, because then I'll be telling you what I'm doing out there. But what I'm doing out there and what I'm doing in the diary room may be very, very different.
Dude, you are so locked in. I'm loving this. Let's talk about your character. What can you tell me?
My strategy has got to keep forming and changing and going with the house. So depending on what I'm given, I will have to shift gears a lot.
So you haven't actually locked in your character yet.
I think.
And in other words, you don't know the persona until you sort of get to feel the room.
To some degree. Look, I know that I don't want to be one of these loud type A personalities. So look, I'm very OCD and type A and like all of that in real life, and my character is not. My character needs to sit back, not be in the forefront of every conversation, not be the one talking, maybe be the one that's asking questions, letting the other people talk. Get to know them, have a good social game, but let the other people be the ones talking about themselves and their family and whatever and why they're there. Give me information. And that's like part of my character. And let them fight. And just sit back and watch and listen. And let them fight and let them all start to get mad at each other. And then I'm just another vote that can help you get to the end. And I'll make my little alliances, and some will be hidden and some will be public maybe. But, I mean, that's kind of my general right now plan of going in.
Damn, look out for Shannon's hustle, people. Look out for her hustle,
Yeah, it's a
everybody.
girl's going to win this year,
real.
and it's me.
It's real. Okay, so CBS showed some images of the house. Have you seen those?
Yes.
What do you think of some of the things that sort of stand out? You got the square table. You've got the espresso machine.
Oh, was there an
the espresso machine was in there. That's
Okay,
always good.
okay.
Your own bed?
Yes.
You get to sleep in your own bed?
Yes, that's
What's
definitely
your take
a
on
good
what you've
thing.
seen?
I mean, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's amazing. The house is always amazing. I love the decor and the colors, and they always change it up. I think it's very cool. I mean, I've got to tell you, my favorite part about Big Brother is the editing. They edit it together so flawlessly, and I don't know how they can do 94 cameras or whatever it is, but they get these moments and the sound effects they put to the moments and the music, and like some people had their own theme music, so every time they walked on the screen like Evil Dick, you'd get this like theme music. I mean, it's genius. That's what makes the show for me. Like, I will sit there and watch it with my boyfriend and be like, did you hear the music? Do you see what they're doing? Because they can build something so well.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be so weird to be in there because I imagine it's very quiet. I imagine we're sitting in silence and we only hear each other talk.
That's great.
So that's going to be like, oh, it's so quiet in here. We got to do something.
Yeah, where's the theme music?
Yeah, where's
my
the theme music?
Well, I mean, all right, so let me ask you this. I know you've been doing a little bit of your recon and you think you know who's going to be in there. Who are some celebrities or a celebrity that you would love to have in the house with you?
Okay. I think somebody that would be great in the house is Neil Patrick Harris. Because he knows the game. He's very smart. He would be somebody great to align with. I think we'd have different strengths, and we both know the game. We're both big fans. And so if he's in there right off the bat, I'm grabbing him.
Nice. Who's a celebrity that you really hope is not in the house with you? Out of maybe some of the names that you've seen. You gotta say it.
I'm not gonna say. I'm not
I
gonna
think
say
you
because
gotta,
I don't want
because
to
he-
insult anyone. No.
Yeah, but that's part. I mean, listen.
All right,
guess what?
I'll say this. If there's anybody in the house who's played before, then I don't think that's quite fair.
Okay.
And there have been some names of people that have played before.
All right.
And whether they played here or in the UK or anywhere, I would like to see that it's an even playing field for all of us that have not played this game before. So let's do it all together for the first time.
Okay, that's fair to say. Obviously, we talked a little bit about Dance with the Stars. People that do reality shows, there's benefits that come to it. You get more exposure. You get more opportunities after you finish a show. What are you hoping that you get from this experience?
I'm really hoping that I get exposure for the animals in Africa. That's really why I decided to do this. My nonprofit Animal Avengers and a new initiative we're doing called Rhino Review. We're hoping that we can raise awareness of what's happening with the poaching crisis and get more people involved in conservation. So that's really why I'm doing it.